Hello. Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. And welcome to my channel. Hi, I'm Christine Crowle, and today I'm going to be talking to you really about let's look at how we can really start making big moves in our business in preparation for 2025, because we need to really be thinking about this now. Because the reason why I'm saying this is because we all know about all the changes that's happening around the world, and there's a lot of uncertainty, but we can look at how we can really put some strategies in to look at how we can prevent our businesses from making a loss. So today I'm going to be talking about business strategy for business owners around the world. We really need to think about this, because if we are a global business as well, we've also got to think about all these aspects of our clients' locations as well, and what we can do to help support them during this challenge that we're all facing, for example. So I want you to watch this video to the end, so stay tuned. And what I'd like to also say is thank you to all of the subscribers that have subscribed to our YouTube channel. I really appreciate you. It really does make me feel really happy that you're listening and that you're taking some information and learning and implementing this into your business. Now, I'm going to talk briefly about some of our clients that have attended our boot camps, and it's so nice to hear that it's not just one person or two persons. Actually, this is the fourth person this week. One was yesterday that I spoke to that said they attended the business boot camp, and they attended it in 2021, for example, and they're still getting the information from the boot camp. They actually gave it to one of their staff members as well to listen and learn from, and that really does make me feel really good that I'm able to give value to people, and that they're taking action and implementing on what was taught to them. And that is so important, because at the end of the day, it has to come from you. I can help you and guide you and support you and provide you with the things that you need, but you've also got to take some action as well. So today we're going to be covering some of the things that we will cover in our boot camp. And our boot camp is a brand new boot camp that's been added to what we already do. And this is on the, I've got the live event on the 27th and the 28th of December. This will give you an idea of what we will cover in our boot camp come January the 7th, I believe it is. Don't quote me on that. I'll put the dates here in the channel here somewhere, for example. But today I want to talk to you about the business strategy for your organization, for example. So I've been in business now for 40 years now. I've been in healthcare now for 35 years, and that's the UK, that's USA as well, recruitment medical staffing agency, as well as I set up a recruitment agency here in Cyprus. I live in Cyprus because I've been able to move to Cyprus during the lockdown, for example. This was something I wanted to do from 15 years ago, and during lockdown it made me make that decision to push forward and live the life that I want to live and live where I want to live, for example. But let me just carry on with this. So what you need to do is, I hope you got a notepad and paper, because there's going to be some really juicy information here that I want you to be able to really soak in and take this in, because although there's going to be some challenges that we're going to be facing next year, that doesn't mean to say that we stop doing what we're doing. We should be looking for what we can do as business owners to really recession proof our business. Okay, so the first thing that you need to think about is that you create a financial safety net. Okay, and what do I mean by that? You want to build a crisis fund, and that really needs to start from now that you start doing this. So for example, you would aim for 3 to 6 months of operational costs, and you need to be able to save that money that you have really reduced and made your business lean, so that you've got an operational cost that's going to last you for, say, 3 to 6 months in the event that there was an issue or a crisis, for example. You want to automate your savings in a separate account, okay? I know at the moment you haven't really thought about that, but you really do need to start thinking about this, because it's something which is needed ready in case, in the event that you do need it for your business. So another thing that you need to do is cut unnecessary expenses. I've mentioned this before. I've been talking about this for months. Audit all of your expenses monthly. And the reason why I keep saying this is because sometimes you may not do it on the first conversation or the first watching of the video. So maybe you may see it the third or the fourth. Then you'll take some action, because we need to start planning for in preparation for 2025, for example. So like I said, audit all of your expenses that you pay monthly. You want to eliminate any redundant subscriptions, software, for example, that you don't use, because you can save quite a bit by doing that. Look at diversifying some revenue streams. Look at offering some new services or products, because that will help increase your profit, your turnover in your business as well. Introduce, for example, some digital online courses. Maybe you could offer some consultation, for example, to your clients, some downloadable guides, for example. Look at a reoccurring income model as well. And that could be where you could offer like a subscription-based service to ensure steady cash flow as well. Look at targeting new markets. Expand in different demographic locations, industry, geographics. Look at that, because we've noticed as well, and I've always said to people, look, if you're in America, look at what businesses you can do in another country, like the UK. If you're in the UK, look at what other businesses you can do that you're already doing in America, for example. Look at, going international, becoming international, and see what is the easiest entry as well to get into that market as well. So like I said, expand on your demographics. That is one thing that I would look at doing. See where you can take advantage of things to really look at increasing your turnover for your business as well. So I'd like to also say as well that we're noticing that there's quite a few clients that are looking at this, international recruitment, which makes sense to do that. Another thing you can do is you can optimize your staffing costs. Look at using virtual assistants, okay, that are, from an agency, for example. Replace in-house administration staff. And you can use VAs instead, virtual assistants, to save on employment costs. That way you haven't got holiday pay, you haven't got pensions to pay, things like that, because it does make a difference, especially if you're going to be hit by hard times in your business. So VAs can handle your customer service, your billing, your social media, and much, much more. And we offer virtual assistance agency. We are a virtual assistance agency. All our virtual assistants are vetted. We do check to make sure that they have got the CRB, their criminal records check, we check their references, we check for their identifications, etc. So, and we also train them for 8 weeks as well in what we do and what you do as well. So cross-train your employees. Ensure that employees are trained in multiple roles to provide flexibility. There's none of this, well, this is my job and I'm sticking to it and I'm not doing that job, it's not in my job description. You haven't got time for people that's going to come out, well, staff members that's going to try and come out with that, because at the moment it's all hands on deck. Everyone has to try and put together to help the company to survive. There's nothing worse than hearing someone turn around to your staff member, turn around and say, well, I'm not doing that, that's not in my job description. But you'd rather the company go down. It's not a good staff member to have. Think about it. Right, the next thing that you need to think about is look at automating and systemizing your operations. Implement some standard operation procedures. Create clear guidelines for tasks to improve efficiency and scalability. You're going to have to redo what you had previously done. Check it out. Make sure that things are running effectively. Maybe there's some things that don't need changing, but maybe there is a lot that does need changing to meet the new company that you're going to have. You've got to have, you've got to look at your staff members being like the Navy SEAL Team 6. You want the best of the best. They've got to be effective, efficiency, and you want to scale your business. You can still scale. Leverage automation tools. This is amazing. Using automation tools for invoicing, something at a drop of a, press of a button, everything is done for you. For example, I'll give you one example. I used to have someone type up my notes for meetings, etc. Well, Teams, Microsoft 365, for example, there's the option where it will just automatically type up your meeting notes for you. Result. Something that would take days to get is now done within 20 minutes. Isn't that a lot better? So imagine that's a savings of say 15, 20,000 a year that you would have had, for example, an executive assistant, for example. Not necessarily saying to replace them. I'm just saying to look at what things that you've got in your company that you can see whether that can be automated, and then that staff member can do other things that's going to be more effective, especially the repetitive, mundane task. So automate your email marketing, for example. Nurture your leads. Retain your clients, for example. Get people in your team to pick the phone up and call people instead of emailing or not emailing. Reaching out to people with your quality assurance and keeping in touch with people. Hey, we got this special deal going on at the moment. I just want you to know about it. Wouldn't want you to miss out. Here it is. I'll send you some details over. Let me know if there's anything that we can do to support you. Okay? Focus on your client retention. Create some loyalty programs as well. Reward repeat clients with discounts, exclusive offers, or VIP services. Now, I've done this because people that have gone to the boot camp, they've called me and they have said, look, I want this service from you, for example, or I want an additional service from you, then I will give a discount because I want to keep them. I want to retain them. I want them to be like, not just my clients, but I want them to be like a friend, but in a business sense, for example, if that makes sense. So what is it that you can provide, that you can offer like a VIP service to your clients? Okay? regular communication, send weekly updates, newsletters, keep in touch with them, or tips that they can do to stay on, so that you stay on top of their mind, for example. Provide excellent customer service and personalized attention. It's time to get back to how it was in the old days. We've got to build communities. We've got to build communication. We've got to build our customer services. We've got to really try and focus on that rather than this, yes, I know there's AI, which is brilliant. AI is brilliant. It can help in a lot of ways, but there's also the human touch. Can never be replaced, as far as I know. Don't quote me on that, because you never know these days. Strengthen your online presence. Enhance your SEO. Look, I am going on YouTube every single day. Why do you think that is? It's because I want to strengthen my online presence, but also I want to show you, my clients and potential clients, as well as those that are watching, that YouTube is the way forward for us to get on YouTube and to promote what it is that we do. And it can be done organically. You can get leads organically through talking, and you can even do faceless YouTube channel. You don't have to show your face like me and talk. You can just be a faceless channel. That's a lot of people are doing that now. So think about it. If you do this, then you can really get people to get to know you. Publish blogs, create case studies, client success stories. I can give you 4 client success stories this week that contacted me. And this is what you can do. You can send out a newsletter to your clients or to your list to say, hey, this has happened this week. Here's a client success story. I explained yesterday a client success story. I am seeing these women coming forward, and they are strong and they are determined. They're hiring staff members to help them in their business, and they're bringing on an additional service. So they're listening to what I'm actually saying here on YouTube, which I'm so grateful for. And I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers that have come forward and subscribed and are watching these YouTube videos. I do appreciate you, and I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate you for your loyalty, for coming forward. Clients that I've known for years that are coming forward, that are standing by me. I appreciate that. I really do. And thank you. So create some YouTube content just like what I'm doing today. I'm just going to drink my water. Because if you can create YouTube content, create videos, address, give the solutions for what you can provide to your audience. Maybe you're in the care industry, for example, and you can provide information for your service users to help improve their lives, for example, or the carers, for example, or your staff members. Create videos in that way so that you're getting known. Yeah, it really does work. It really, really does. Focus on how you can create like industry insights, client testimonials, coming forward and talking about your clients. You don't have to, because obviously with patients and service users, you don't have to give their full name. Their first name is fine, and change things around. Okay, they're relatives. So look at collaborating with complementary businesses, from partnerships to joint offers. You can offer like a bundled package, for example. There's also other things which you can do, which is You need to look at monitoring your cash flow. Look at your KPIs, your key performance indicators. So your weekly cash flow, you can do an analysis to track your income, expenses, and your upcoming payments. Identify cash flow gaps early and plan accordingly. Set and monitor key performance indicators. What is your revenue? What is your profit margins? What is your client acquisition costs? You know, what does it cost for you to have a client on board? What is the true cost? You may say, okay, I charge this price per hour, but what is the true cost per hour? Do listen to the videos that I talk about costing, how you work out what your prices are, and I'm covering more of that on the 27th and the 28th of December when I do the 2-day free boot camp here on YouTube. It's going to be live. The coaches will be online here with me as well. So think about what you can do with regards to what is your profit margin. Okay? Protect your business assets as well as your personal. Okay? Ensure that contracts and that there's an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, and terms of service are robust. You may need to change them as well, because obviously there's a lot of things online, different things are happening and changes, for example. So just have a look at that and go through it. You know, I do it yearly, but now I'm doing it like every 3 months because things are changing rapidly, really seriously. So insurance, have comprehensive insurance to cover for any potential risk. Mindset and personal resilience. You, the CEO, you need to have daily habits. I can't stress this enough, to help keep you strong, and when you're faced with challenges, you're still able to function in your business effectively and push through it and see it as an opportunity, not as a barrier, but as an opportunity. What is it that you need to learn from this? What can you get from this? What can you, how can you overcome this obstacle? What is it that you need to do in order to make things better, for example? You must prioritize your health, your exercise, and your mental well-being, and stay focused. You must do that, because if you don't look after yourself, who else is going to? We all hear the story of when you're on a plane, the pilot says, in the event of an emergency, you must put on your oxygen mask on first before you can help others. And it's the same in business. So adapt daily practices like meditation, goal setting, and time blocking. This is what I talk about quite often to you, about how I block my time off, how I do my meditation, how I do my goal setting. I adopt daily practices. I do exercises, HIIT exercises in the morning. I go for a walk for an hour and a half. While I'm going for a walk for an hour and a half, I'm also dropping videos as well at the same time. But I'm also doing my meditation as well. And I'm listening to my meditation as well, my motivational videos as well. So what I want to say to you, directors, CEOs, is we're going to have this special event on the 27th and the 28th of December. And I'm going to go through what the Recovery Business Bootcamp is going to cover, so that you understand what it is that we're covering, because we have got some amazing information to give to you. This is just scratching the surface here, what I'm talking to you about. I will be going into this more deeply on the 27th and the 28th of December. So I hope you'll be able to join me live here on YouTube, for example. So I'd love for you to share your strategies of what you're implementing, what you're thinking of implementing, or whether you've done this, or what you're going to implement immediately, for example. Do drop something here in the comment. I'd love to hear your views on it as well. What I'd like to do is I'm going to be coming on here live again, and I'm going to talk to you about a checklist that you can do in order to, go through what I've talked about, is to really make sure that you are following through and that you're preparing yourself for 2025 as well. Like I said, I'd love for you to click the link here and to book a free 15-30-minute call with me, because we do coaching, and I can also talk to you about our upcoming boot camp, which we've got in January as well. And also we're offering our services as well. So I'd love for you to schedule a call so that I can talk to you one-on-one online, for example, via Teams, on Zoom, for example. I would also love to, for you to put here in the comment section any questions that you've got that you'd like me to answer, and I'll cover that in the discussion here in the lives as well, because I am coming in on here on YouTube daily as well. The key is to really empower you to take practical steps to look at bulletproofing your business during when and if the recession hits us. And I just want to reach out to you all just to really make you aware that, we've really got to look at how we can push forward and keep our business growing, because don't see the recession as a time to push back, to stop. See, when I say the recession, I don't know when this recession is going to hit, but I'm just talking to you if and when it does hit. We've got to prepare for it. We've got to be ready to take it on board, but to look at this as a challenge to move forward and to push forward, but to be prepared for this so that you're not affected. We can get through this. We can come out stronger. And there's ways that you can come out stronger than where you actually was before. And that's why I'm talking to you so much every day, because I want you to be prepared. Be prepared. Don't shriek and run from this. Be prepared. Have all of your information ready so you know where you stand in your business, so that when and if you get hit, then you know how to cope with it. The inflation is here. It's starting next year. So we need to prepare for this so that we're not being knocked for six. We're in control of our business. So let's take the CEO route. Let's look at being the Navy SEAL, Team 6, and your team, your colleagues, your staff members, for example, will be prepared, and you're able to withstand the storm when it, or if it does come across to you. I also want to say to those of you that have been involved in any storms currently at the moment, or earthquakes, I pray and wish that you're well. And I also wanted to mention that as well, because there does seem to be a lot of storms and a lot of earthquakes and a lot of storms that are really strong right now. So I just want to say to those of you that are living in those areas, I pray that you're safe and your family is safe. Thank you so much for being here today. Do like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I would love it, because you will get further updates of the trainings as well as the information that we provide on a daily basis. Like I said, we got to prepare ourselves. If you're looking at starting your business in 2025, then this is the best place to be, because if you are looking at starting, then you got to make a list. What type of business are you going to be doing? Where are you located? What options do you think is best for you? Because you've got to look at your lifestyle, where you are currently, and what you're able to do. Like I did a video earlier today about the top 10 profitable businesses from home, for example. Now, I didn't mention care businesses. I tried to mention something different from what I am mentioning here. Now, care business is very good to do, and I'll go into that briefly. I'll just drink my water. So, depending on yourself, like I said, do you want to do home care agency? Do you want to do a medical staffing agency? Do you want to do supported living? Do you want to do a assisted living facility, for example? There's so many options with what type of business that you want to do, but you've got to really look at planning and looking at what it is that you need to do, i.e. register your company, for example, to protect yourself from personal liability. You don't want to be a sole trader, for example. There's lots of things you need to look at. What bank accounts are you going to be looking at online, for example? Your mobile phones, your software that you're going to need, your insurance that you're going to need. What laws are you regulated by, for example? How are you going to pay your staff members? Are you going to pay your staff members through invoice financing, or how are you going to do your payroll? Is it ADP? There's so many things that you need to think about when you're looking at starting your business in 2025. Do not shrink away from doing that because you're thinking about this inflation. This is the reason why I've named this Start Your Business in 2025 step-by-step guide, by doing it in a strong way for those of you that are already up and running, so that you're prepared for any any uncertainties. You'll be able to weather the storm, for example. For those of you that are just starting your business, then you need to create that list, and you're in a really stronger position because you can actually really make it lean, where you can say, right, okay, I'm going to be running my business until I get to, say, 10,000 a month. Then you need to look at hiring staff members, for example. But at the moment, look at what businesses you can do from home, because there's no point going out getting an office unless you have to have an office to do with your license, for example. If you don't, then why not work from home? It's a lot more easier to work from home, and also you're going to save money than paying for an office, and then you've got all the other bills of traveling, expenses, etc. So think about, if you are looking at starting a business, then look at all of those things. If you have started it, then look at whether you can get a smaller office if you do have an office, and if your license depends on you having an office, then see if you can get a smaller office. You start downsizing so that you've got savings for each month. And imagine if you can save, say, 2,000 to 3,000 a month. Imagine when April comes, then that's 12,000 that you've got just as a little buffer in case there's any uneventualities, things you didn't expect to happen, for example. So I just wanted to touch base with you all. So I hope that you found that helpful today. Do book your free 15-minute appointment with me, and I'll gladly speak to you about either starting your business, or if you have started your business, what can you do in terms of staff audit, or your business audit, just to go through with you to see what things that you can implement and what additional service that you can offer that will increase your revenue for your business, so that you're ahead of the game, so that you can possibly keep your staff on, or whatever it is you want to do. But I would look at the options of seeing whether you need to keep those staff on. If you do, then what is it that you can do to keep them, as well as pay the additional inflation rates, for example. So thank you so much for listening today, and I hope that you've enjoyed today. Do like and subscribe, click the notification button for further details and trainings for when the updates happen. Listen to the rest of the videos here. I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I look forward to speaking with you all soon. Take care. God bless you, and I'll see you on the internet. Thank you. Bye.